Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Abington Green Wave football, where tonight the Green Wave travel down to Middleborough High School to take on the Sachems in this South Shore League action. My name is Sean Riley. With me tonight is the infamous Kevin Whalen. Kevin, we got lucky, another beautiful night, Friday night in October 21st, against two good teams in the South Shore. Big game for both teams. Middleborough coming in with a 5-1 record. Abington coming in with 3-3, but the important thing is that they're both in the South Shore League large division. Abington, Middleborough, Norwell, East Bridgewater. Abington with the victory over East Bridgewater. Middleborough also beating East Bridgewater and a comeback victory over Rockland, 20-19 last week. So big game for Abington to try to make a stand here, but this is a very, very talented and tough Middleborough team.
Absolutely. Much like last year, Sean, similar circumstances. Really thought the Green Wave was going to be outmatched, but obviously Middleborough is going to be looking for revenge on that big upset victory from last year with the Green Wave. You know, I think the Green Wave's just going to really just do the ball control thing. Yeah. They have a lot of big guys, like North Quincy, you mentioned, to me earlier, and also like last year. And I think overall, I think Abington's going to try to use their quickness and just really kind of take it at them, looking to do the traps, kind of use the quickness of the Green Wave, and take advantage of that size and use the quickness against them.
One of the big things the Abington defense has to do is try to control the quarterback, number 10, Jacob Briggs. Briggs not only can he throw the ball, but his forte is running the ball, especially off a run option play they like to run. So you'll see him basically with the belly option where he can either hand it off to the running back, or keep it himself and follow the blocks, which he tends to do that more often than hand the ball off, which he joked in the newspaper his running backs really don't like, but it's been a success story for the Sachems.
Well, it's much like I think Will Baker earlier in the season against Cohasset. Yep. Kind of a big strapping kid, 6'3", 195, so is the Middleborough's quarterback, and I think, Baker was kind of similar size. So, hopefully the Green Wave has kind of learned their lesson, is going to be able to contain him on the defensive side of the ball.
Green Wave without Jeff Buckley after the injury at Rockland. We're hoping that we see him but potentially next week. And we're waiting to see if Isaiah Ricketson is going to get some play time tonight. As you know, Isaiah has been nursing a high ankle sprain from a couple of games ago. So hopefully he'll get some play time for the Green Wave. Middleborough will be receiving the opening kickout. Back deep is number 13, Justin Mather, and number 1 looks like Caden Carullo.
God, they're playing really shallow here at the 25, 30-yard line. Usually Abington's able to kick it back to about the 10 or 15.
Well, I think they're waiting for Abington to break their huddle, because right now they could rush up and do an onside. Aiden Powers will do the kicking, number 75. Once Abington breaks out and spreads out, I think you will see.
There they go.
We're joined up here tonight by Chris Nagel on the team camera. Steve Wakeland's not really doing anything, but he's up there. And, of course, we got Kevin Tocci and Matt Nelson. Just a squibbler are going to be caught and down at the 35-yard line. No return.
Obviously, it looks like Green Wave was probably trying to respect the deep threat there of Middleborough. Going to start out at the 36-yard line here for Middleborough.
So out goes Jacob Briggs, number 10. He is a senior quarterback. And the Green Wave wearing their white away jerseys. Going to see what the first play from scrimmage is here. Again, Middleborough is a pretty good size line. They're kind of very similar to North Quincy.
They've got some kids, 280, 290, 290, so they got definitely some big size out there.
Briggs under the center with 2 men in the backfield. Hands it off to the second man through, tripped up as he picks up about 2 in the play. Now Middleborough, even though they're in the South Shore League large, they're actually a Division 4 team. Abington, East Bridgewater, Rockland, Norwell are all Division 6 teams by population. But just the way the leagues are set up this year, Middleborough is the largest school in the South Shore League, but they're also one of the smallest schools in Division 4. So they kind of got a double-edged sword where they may very well win the league, but they're going to have a tough battle with some larger schools in Division 4 playoffs.
Right. And they've played up. I mean, they played New Bedford and Taunton, so they've played some D1 teams.
Their only loss is to Taunton. Nate Tullish is the sole back in the backfield with Briggs. Briggs looks to throw. Quick screen out here right at you at the 40. That is number 1, Caden Carullo. Had some good blocking as they pulled everybody. They get down in front of him, and it's going to move the stakes out at about the 50-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, he had a nice train on that bubble screen, and they got some of the linemen get out to the outside there to give him a nice train to get that first down. Nice 12-yard pickup.
So it puts an Abington territory at the 49-yard line. Beautiful complex, and
Absolutely stunning down here. It's nice.
yeah, brand new. The video scoreboard to our left, we'll show you a little bit of that later, is, I'm sure, very expensive, but very nice. I backfield once again for Briggs with 2 wideouts to the far side. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Briggs going to he's going to throw. Big rush, though, coming in, and he's going to break a tackle and get hit for a loss on the play. Green Wave did a nice job.
In on him. Number 75 for the Green Wave. Nice job for the Green Wave getting in there, creating a little havoc.
Aiden McClellan was one of the guys in the number 22 who had a great game last week.
Good coverage back deep for the Green Wave as well. So nice defensive play by the Green Wave to get a negative play there on 1st down.
You watch this replay, the Green Wave, is Briggs looking downfield, and in comes Foley first to get him, and then Powers eventually takes him down. So some good teamwork from the boys in the white shirts and the green pants.
It's always good when you get some pressure on the outside and then they get pressure up the middle. Quarterback has nowhere to go. Nice job, nice team defense by the Green Wave.
2nd and 13. They get wideouts, 2 wideouts to each side, slot formation. Briggs in the shotgun. In the backfield once again is Tullish. Very talented quarterback. They give to Tullish, trying to get around the near side end, gets a one-on-one tackle, crosses the 50, and then taken down up at the Green Wave 45-yard line.
And Powers almost had him in the backfield. He just couldn't hold on.
Good to see the Green Wave, though, getting some penetration. Going to make some of those tackles and keep, have a couple of losses on downs. Would be very healthy for the Green Wave. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 at the Abington 45-yard line.
A big play here for the Green Wave. If they can stop them, they'll get the ball back.
Pat Kingman is the coach of the Sachems. Again, they line up in the same formation. Slots on both sides. Shotgun formation. Tullish in the backfield. They put a man in motion so they get trips on the far side. Looking to throw. A little pressure. Now he steps up. He's going to cross over the line of scrimmage. Breaks it inside the 40, inside the 30. Still on his feet. Down inside the 20-yard line. He's got only 1 man to beat. And he's going to go all the way in from 45 yards out. That's Briggs. What he does best. Stepping up and just going right through the defense to the near corner of the end zone.
Yeah, you really have to have that inside pressure right up the middle. You can't allow that those lanes to open up. He's obviously a talented kid. So nice play there.
Jacob Briggs gets the Sachems on the board at the 8:43 mark. And they will line up for the point after kick. You see the replay now coming with the shotgun. Some good coverage downfield because Briggs really hasn't been able to let it go downfield yet. And then gets flushed out of the pocket, but there's no one in there. Everyone's downfield covering, and then he's just reading the open real estate downfield.
Well, one of the Green Wave players kind of did a stunt to the outside and kind of took him out of that lane.
Line up the point after kick. Falls down, kick is
good.
Up, and it is good. I believe that was Matt Cohen, number 83.
Would have been good from quite a distance. Pretty solid kick there.
So the Sachems on the board very quickly here in the first, and they'll bring out their kickoff team to send the ball back to Abington, left to right across the television screen.
See what the Green Wave has here for the first time they touched it. Now, Green Wave did defer, so they'll get the ball back in the second half.
Looks like we've got A.J. Nash and LeBlanc back deep at their own 20-yard line right now. LeBlanc is back deep at his own 10.
You got number 8 back there for the Green Wave. Is Salamini.
Yeah, along with A.J. at the 20. And they'll be kicking off from the 40-yard line. And that'll be Cullen again, number 83. Cohen. Beautiful night for football. No wind here. Just a great night in October. As we await the kick now that is on the tee. And here comes Cohen. End over end kick. Going to be grabbed and bounced right at the 13-yard line. It's A.J. Nash. Nash over the 15, over the 25, up to about the 28-yard line. Middleborough saying they stripped the ball, but the referee's saying, no, you didn't. So they're going to mark the line of scrimmage at about the 28-yard line, looks like, Kev?
Yep, the 28-yard line. The Green Wave will start. It'd be interesting to see the Green Wave. Obviously, we've seen a lot of running the ball this year. Kind of really passing, kind of almost when they have, just when they need to, in kind of obvious passing situations. So I suspect the Green Wave will do that. I think the Green Wave's going to really try to do a lot of counter plays tonight, really try to do misdirections, try to catch these bigger guys and use the Green Wave's quickness to offset the size.
Izzy Ricketson is out there now in motion, and they give to him in the first play from scrimmage. Ricketson trying to turn the corner, and he's going to be caught from behind. Nice defensive play by number 28. That is, I wasn't sure if it was 23 or 28. It's Ryan Foster, 28, coming from the far side.
Yeah. If you turn that up a little bit earlier, he's not able to get there, Sean. I think that's one of the things. It's like he was waiting for his blockers. He's going to really have to be aggressive because they have nice sideline speed. Middleborough does. So you're going to have to make sure that you get out there and you're sprinting pretty much the whole way. Make sure you cut upfield.
Izzy can go vertical and put the Jets on. 2nd down and 7 for Abington. They put him in motion again. Ball's on the ground, I believe, and Riley just has to grab it. Be tackled for a loss. So fumble on the snap. Bring up 3rd down and about 10. Back in the line of scrimmage.
Exactly not what you wanted to hit there. You wanted to have positive play, and I think that's when the Green Wave's been pretty impressive is when they're able to string back those 3, 4, 5 yards, but consistently do it without mistakes.
Call it 3rd and 11 at the 27. Michael, I know, he's got a sinus infection right now, so he's
under the weather.
Yeah, he is. So hopefully the fresh October air will work to his favor.
A little antibiotics will be hopefully.
Here we go now with Izzy in the backfield. Shotgun for Riley. Foley in the backfield with him. They send LeBlanc in motion. Rolling right is Riley looking to throw it. An out pattern, and it's going to be connected.
First down.
Yep, nice pass. Nice into the breadbasket of Zenas. Yep, at the 39-yard line.
Perfect throw, and you know what? That's a great throw because it was the only person that could catch that was Zenas. Just a nice play, nice right where he just cut out right at the sticks.
I was a little
perfect
nervous.
Execution there.
Zenas was a little slow turning to look back for the ball, but he did just in time.
A lot of times that's what the quarterback has to do. He has to throw and depend on his receiver to make that cut and be where he's supposed to be. So nice effort by the Green Wave.
Right. You see the replay now coming up of the last play as the Green Wave approached the line of scrimmage. Is the throw and the catch. Back on the line of scrimmage now. 1st and 10 at the 40. Riley Hands trying to get around the near side. It's Izzy, steps it back up. Nothing doing there, though. They're going to stop him at the line of scrimmage. Bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, there was nothing there. Some great penetration there by Middleborough.
It is homecoming night here down at Middleborough High School.
Impressive entrance there by the high school.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
It was nice.
They had
by the police and
the student body kind of marched in. They had a tailgate before the game outside the stadium here, and then they all marched in together, led by the band and the police. And the football team came up in the rear. All right, 2nd and 10 now, Abington. It's going to be counted for LeBlanc underneath. Puts his shoulder down, but yeah, they snuff it out. No gain, bring up 3rd and long once again for Abington. Middleborough defense right now is controlling that line and filling those holes.
That's one of the things we said. The Green Wave needs to control the line of scrimmage. I think, one of the things on defense we noticed that they have to kind of maintain their discipline on kind of maintaining lanes on a pass rush. And like here, I think, they really need to get a little bit of a push there. Both LeBlanc and Ricketson didn't really have any, where to go on either one of those carries.
The biggest school with the larger student population, you get a little bit more of a selection of your roster.
Some big farm boys down here.
That's right. Riley looking to throw, spinning, faking. Now going down across the middle. Connects. Going to be good for about a 5-yard pickup.
Connor Pease.
Yep, the big tight end.
So they had the option of coming over here to the screen or going right over the middle. They went over the middle.
Bring up 4th and 5. Looks like Green Wave will put out the punt team. And Middleborough will send 2 men back. Be number 1, Caden Carullo, and number 40, that's Andrew Falk. Powers, again, will do the honors for the kicking.
Bodie Johnson is on the snapper for the Green Wave.
Wait the snap and put a man in motion. Oh, it's a fake. And Foley, he's going to be just short. He's about 1.5 yards short of the first. I thought he had a hole in front of him. And did not happen. So it'll be a turnover and downs here at midfield right at the 49 for Middleborough going left to right.
Well, I think, the Green Wave feels like they have to take chances to stay in this ball game and keep the ball away from them, Sean. So you can't fault them for that. Any time the Green Wave is near the 50 and it's probably under 4th and 5, they're going to take that shot at it.
Well, speaking of that, let's see if Middleborough tries to take a shot and go deep on this first play, or do they kind of keep it on the ground with the I backfield behind Briggs. Tullish, the deep man in the I. They give the Tullish right up the middle. He's going to pick up a couple. Oh, he gets
about 8.
Yeah. Really just scrambled down there.
Maybe 7.
Yeah, call it about 7. It'll be a second down.
Tullish on the carry.
Yeah, I think he's got a nice push there off the line of scrimmage, and he was able to follow up his blockers there right up the middle. So he used to get to the 38 for the first down.
Green Wave now, this is their second league game. As you know, beat East Bridgewater last week. They have Middleborough this week, and they finish up the league schedule, a three-game schedule with Norwell. It'll be next Thursday, a Thursday night game, home at Memorial Field. Similar formation with the I backfield behind Briggs.
He
keeps it rolling, looking to throw. Threat to run. He puts it downfield deep, and it's going to be picked off. Oh, dropped at the last second there. Not sure if it was knocked out of his hands or whatever, but good coverage downfield by the Green Wave. That was Diego Flades.
It looked like Caden Carrillo knocked that ball out, just was able to pull his arm, so he dropped it. But, Foley made a nice play there. He was caught inside a little bit there on the right-hand side. You can see number 26 on the replay there. Gets caught in, but is able to really hustle and able to put pressure on him to have him throw the ball.
Looks like Flades might have just dropped it. He was kind of tangled up with the receiver. That was just floated up. Yeah.
But one of the things you look at, though, there, Sean, too, though, is that, Briggs wasn't able to set his feet. When you're throwing the ball 40 feet, it's really important for a quarterback. 40 yards, 40 yards. It's really important to be able to, set your feet and get everything into it.
3rd and a long 2. They send trips to the right side, 2 to the left side. Briggs the sole man on the running back in the shotgun, but again, he can run it. They put a man in motion. He kicks it up the middle, gets the first down, and then stopped as he gets it just inside the 38-yard line.
Well, the Green Wave's running a little bit of a stunt there, Sean, where they're kind of coming around, and they're really kind of allowing a lane to be open there. And I think they really need to kind of address where they kind of have somebody in the middle, because he's going to just continue to just almost do a quarterback draw and just run right up the middle.
Right, and that's designed where you put the wideouts on each side so that the secondary has to spread out. So if the quarterback can get through the initial line of scrimmage, there's no one playing, deep down the middle. He's got a lot of real estate to kind of just run away from the secondary. So 1st and 10 now at the Green Wave 36-yard line. 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. 2:43 on the clock and rolling. This is Middleborough's second possession. Again, the shotgun formation. 2 wideouts to each side. They've got a man in motion, looking to throw. Again, the bubble screen on the near side. You got a lot of orange helmets and a good tackle there.
64 Patterson for the Green Wave.
Nice job. Really broke up the play because he had about 3 or 4 guys in front of him. And gives them, though, a pickup of about 5.
Some great blocking by Middleborough on the outside here, Sean.
Yeah.
Did a nice job of blocking and kind of, getting a good push even on the outside.
It's really like student body right. They have, not only have the receivers out there, but they have the linemen coming out.
Right, and they have numbers out there as well because, Green Wave is kind of caught all inside.
2nd down and 5 at the Green Wave 31. Again, 2 wideouts on each side. Briggs in the shotgun, Tullish to his left. Man in motion, they toss it to him. Trying to go down the left side, shows some speed. Now kicks it outside the 25 to the 20. Going down the sideline, then run out of bounds inside the 10-yard line to about the 7-yard line.
Nice juke. If you replay there, he just juked on the inside. Green Wave player kind of took the bait a little bit there and got caught flat-footed and was able to go around.
Caden Carrillo, number 1. See the replay via courtesy of Kevin Tachi. You see the handoff and just a sweep to the left side.
You can see right here is just a little bit of just a juke on the inside. Yep. Green Wave player had to kind of go inside, and then all of a sudden he just pops it outside and accelerates past him.
It's like nice AJ Nash knocked him out. Ball at the 7-yard line now. 1st and goal. I backfield behind the senior quarterback. Briggs calls his cadence. They toss to Tullish. Tullish trying to get it around the right side. Nice job by Nash stretching up, and he cuts back underneath nicely for a 7-yard touchdown at 1:26 to go. Again, good downfield blocking
Yep, so nice. Things really kind of spread out the Green Wave. Green Wave was able to stretch it out, but there just wasn't help there behind when he was able to cut back up behind his blockers there.
So quickly
Down
and efficiently.
13-0 here.
And they'll go for the PAT kick once again from Cohen.
Number 83, Matt Cohen, in to attempt the extra point.
Yeah, ready for the kick and the snap. That one is good.
Good.
Next week they travel to Bridgewater Raynham, does Middleborough. They finish up after the playoffs on Thanksgiving with Carver. Here's a replay of the touchdown run.
You can see, I think it's Foley there does a nice job of kind of stretching it out. A nice blocker. Their blocker was able to like get Foley and also Powers there.
So good showing thus far for the Sachems on homecoming night. And the Green Wave are going to get a chance to get the ball back and see if they can put something together here in the last minute and 25 seconds of the first quarter. Sean Riley and Kevin Whalen bringing this Abington Green Wave football action with Kevin Tachi and Mad Dog Nelson is the eye in the sky this week. Had to pay a little extra apparently for Nelson to come back, you know, now that he's boosted his resume up a little bit. Working over at Stonehill College. And here comes the kick now from Cohen. Nice end over end kick. Going to come down and bounce at the 11 and then be picked up at the 9-yard line by LeBlanc and not much where to go. I think he was hoping that it was going to roll out of bounds and it did not.
I think he thought the up man was going to come back and take it.
Yeah.
I think a little miscommunication there by the Green Wave. So I don't think they've seen the Green Wave start this deep.
That's true.
Very often. I mean, usually they're out, outside the 30, 35 there on these kickoffs.
They're marking it, we're at the 12?
Now that's a pretty
13.
13-yard line. All right, I'll take that. Yeah, he picked it up at about the 8.
So Michael Riley gets a play selection from the sideline, shares it with his teammates, and they will break the huddle and now approach the line of scrimmage. They got Foley in the backfield. LeBlanc on this side of the wing and Ricketts on the far side. Riley to throw, rolling right, looking downfield, puts it up in the air to the tight end.
It's out of bounds, yeah.
And it falls incomplete. Be a second down and 10. Tight end kind of dragging across.
Yeah, he had Zenas a little bit deeper, and they had Pease coming underneath. It's a short side of the field that they were running to, so they kind of ran out of real estate over there.
Yep. Second down.
Well, they had pretty good pressure on him as well as he was running.
Here at Middleborough High School, the black and orange of Middleborough. This is the 49th time that these two schools have played against each other. The first game being a loss in 1910 for the Green Wave.
Movement,
Yep.
except for the center, looks like.
Were you there for the 1910 game?
I was not there. I'm not quite over it yet, though. I'm still kind of holding the grudge. I think there was a bad call like late in the game, Sean.
No doubt, Cal. So illegal procedure against the Green Wave is going to move them back half the distance.
To the goal? Which is,
No, it's just a
7.
5-yard penalty, right?
Yeah, 5 yard.
They weren't inside the 10, so the ball now marked just inside the 8-yard line. They got to get it up to the 23. So second and 15. Out comes Abington. Ricketson in the backfield in the eye. They give to Ricketson right up the middle, trying to push it outside, but he's going to be stopped as he gets up over the 10-yard line. Bring up third and long once again for Abington.
It's going to be. Yeah, they're not fooling anybody right now on the offensive side of the ball, Sean. I mean, it's like Middleborough has been very aggressive to the point of attack. He's been able really not to give the running backs any room at all. So Green Wave, the line have to do a little bit better job on the push. We've seen them do it before, so they need to, just hopefully we can get some space here and be able to get a first down.
Ball on the 10. 30 seconds and rolling here in the first half. This is probably the last play. The first quarter.
Last play of the first quarter.
Zenas is going to line up wide to the near side. Riley under center with Foley behind him.
Green Wave just letting the clock run down.
Make it the last play. Riley's waiting for the back judge to give him a signal. They're going to just let it roll out, apparently.
Yep.
Interesting. I'm not sure what that was all about there, but
I don't know if they knew that there was enough time. I mean, I don't. It looked like the ball would have been set. I don't know. They have, what, 40 seconds from the time that the ball is set, right?
hey, I want to, during this break between the quarters, I want to send a shout out to the Abington Green Wave golf team. Kevin, you were reporting that they had a very successful tournament in the MIA tournament.
South Shore Country Club hosted the South Shore League tournament on Wednesday, and the Green Wave acquitted themselves quite well. They had they came in second in the league, and out of 8 teams, they just lost by 1 stroke to Norwell. So, great job by the Green Waves golf team.
And volleyball, I believe, is heading also to the playoffs. Boys soccer is doing extremely well.
Cross country probably is wrapping up their league season and begin to do, the league championships, and then they go to the states and all of that as well.
So now, after tonight's game, the Green Wave, as we mentioned, is going to be playing home at Norwell on Thursday, October 27th. The following weeks is going to be playoff football, and so nobody knows who they're playing or where they're playing. It could be anywhere. You're playing a Division 6 foe, so you're going to have to stay tuned. If you want to go online, you can go to arbiterlive.com, ARBITER live.com. You type in whatever high school you want to look at and which sport, and it'll tell you the schedules. Or if you're on Twitter, you can follow Athletic Director Peter Serino at Abington AD. To get updates from the athletic department at Abington High School.
National Officials Appreciation Week.
Oh.
We thank you.
I actually spearheaded that, Sean.
Did you? National Officials Appreciation Week, they're announcing, which is very well, should be. It's a nice gesture.
It is a nice gesture.
All right, 3rd and long. They get it up over the 23 for the first. It's about 3rd and 13 right now. Riley under center. Puts Ricketson in motion to the left. Looking to throw is Riley, rolling to the left. He's got Ricketson on the flat. They go deep, and it's going to be completed.
Picked that up. Nice catch.
Nice grab.
Nice catch.
Is that Connor?
Yeah, Connor Pease.
I
don't know. He's got short of the
first. Is he a yard
first.
short? Just like a half a yard or a yard short.
They gave him a pretty bad spot, I think.
That was a great grab going down.
I think he was definitely short, but I don't think he was short that much.
He's short a yard, so that's going to probably require them to kick unless they're going to try to draw him offside, which is doubtful. Watch this replay. Riley's now going to roll to the left. Pease is now dragging across the middle, right up the down marker, and a nice grab in traffic. But they say he was down a yard short at the 22.
Looks like Abington's lining up to go for it.
Yep, they are.
They go with the big boy backfield there, Sean.
They do go for it, and they get the first.
Down.
Wow.
Nice job. Gutsy call by the Green Wave.
That is a gutsy call, and it pays off. Thank you, Mr. Tachi, picking up some of my paperwork that I'm throwing around.
Aiden Powers there was one of the backs. The guy lined up. Sean, they were originally going to make that official appreciation just a day, and I said, you need to make it a whole week.
Well, because of everything you've said and done over the last 30 years, it's a week's worth anyhow.
Yeah.
Chris Nagel standing to our left, who's also a basketball referee, or was. He's now retired. Or was he kicked out? I think it was retirement. Was a great referee, and hope to get him back on the air this basketball season. Yep. 1st and 10 for the Green Wave at the 26-yard line. LeBlanc in the eye, the deep eye. They give to Mason Nash up the middle, just a quick hitter. Picks up about 1 on the play.
Yeah, really tough going in there for the Green Wave backs, anything in the middle there. The Middleborough's done a nice job of, between the tackles, but then they've also had great, sideline pursuits. So it's just this team's been a complete team tonight. Really impressed with their play.
Well, they got a lot of speed in the secondary, too, for coverage. Although Riley has had some open receivers and has been able to connect with a few.
I think they're so dedicated to stopping the run, especially, and that's Abington's calling card. So I think that's the thing. They're focusing on stopping the run.
Mason Nash and LeBlanc in the backfield once again. Riley gives it to LeBlanc. LeBlanc following a blocker, but they grab him as soon as he crosses the line of scrimmage.
He's going to pick up about a yard there, so it's going to be 3rd and about 8.
having a lot of 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 12s, 3rd and 13s.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, put pressure on the other team to make that long play.
Pease and Ricketson are going to check out, take a breather.
Surprised Pease is coming out with a 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
At the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line, 3rd and 8. They send the Nash brothers out wide to the near side. No, I'm sorry, that's Salamini and Nash on the near side. Shotgun for Riley. Riley looking to throw. They show blitz. They're going deep to LeBlanc, but they don't connect.
He had time.
Yeah, he uncorked that one. It's going to bring up 4th down at the 28-yard line.
LeBlanc kind of turned to the wrong side. Would have been overthrown, I think, anyways, but he turned to the inside shoulder when the ball was on the outside shoulder, or the other way around. Turned to the outside shoulder when the ball was on the inside. It's 4th and about 8 here. 8:50 to go here in the second quarter.
So Powers will do the honors to punt, and the Sachems send 2 men back at about their own 44-yard line. Put a man in motion once again. Good snap. Powers a nice end over end kick, a high kick, going to come down at the 42.
Blocked. Oh.
And he's going to come down right along the near sideline until he's pushed out of bounds at about the Abington 42. Almost had an immediate tackle after the catch, but broke away and picked up a good chunky yardage on the return. Just ran out of real estate at the sideline. They mark him out at the 41-yard line. Good field position here for Middleborough with a 14-point lead at 8:40 to go.
The thing, too, is when you do that, when you get down there, Sean, you really got to make sure you're taking that outside away from him, and take a wider angle so like he has to go back inside where you're definitely going to have some help. You create an outside lane. Obviously, they're going to be able to take advantage of that.
Again, they spread out the defense with a spread offense. Briggs takes the snap, looking to throw it downfield. Guys, a little pressure. Now he's scrambling. He's going to be taken down.
Right at the 50.
Nice sack.
Play.
Great job again by, number 22, Aiden McClellan, leading the way in there, along with some help coming up behind him. Briggs taking a lot of extra time there.
He does take a lot of time. I think especially if you take away that middle lane, it really kind of makes him stay home, and you're able to put pressure on him. And the routes seem to be all very long routes. There doesn't seem to be any short routes that he can.
Here's the replay right now. McClellan just breaks away and is able to get him from behind at the 50. So
even the one shot route on the left-hand side here, we started like he was coming out into the flat, but then he quickly turned it upfield, a little bit of a short chair route, that the receiver was running. So they run deep patterns.
Loss of 9 makes it 2nd and 19. Again, the shotgun for Jacob Briggs. Briggs keeps it up the middle. Briggs eludes the tackle to 45, gets downfield in the middle of the field to the 30-yard line.
Down.
Just enough for the first down. He needed 19 and he got 20.
He definitely faked me out too, Sean. I thought he handed the ball off. Nice play there.
He runs straight up too. He's just got to get him though, because he's a good shift, and obviously has some speed if he can get in motion. Ball at the 30. Under 7.5 minutes to go as Sachems come up to the line of scrimmage. Wideouts to each side once again. Trips to the right side. Briggs looking to throw on the near side. Single coverage going down in the corner, and it's going to be a touchdown from 30 yards out to number 13, Justin Mather. Just a timing pattern. And Middleborough strikes from the air.
Just a nice touch on there.
A really nicely thrown ball, just puts it up so only Middleborough receiver could get to that one. You'll watch it here. The one receiver on the near side just streaks down the sideline and gets behind the secondary and right into the breadbasket. So well thrown ball there by the senior quarterback, and a nice job by Mather, who's a senior, on the receiving end.
2 big plays. It's all about Briggs tonight. Doing a nice job both throwing and running.
Going with the 3rd kick of the night.
Just missed.
Puts it up. And it's been all Middleborough thus far. Looks like it could be a long night for the Green Wave.
Certainly does. And this year the Green Wave, doesn't have they've got a lot of good effort, good heart, and I think the size, they don't have the size that they normally have, or the speed, so but they've done really well. I mean, I think from the beginning of the year, every game I think you've seen improvement, and I think when they get up some of these players that have these teams that have a lot more skill, it's just they don't match up well. I think the teams like North Quincy that they end up matching up well, they're able to kind of stay in the game. Hopefully they can kind of get a touchdown here, get back in the ballgame.
Ironically, playing a game like this against a D4 team, you're playing against some big boys. So when it comes to when you're in the playoffs at the D6 level, Green Wave is ready for that type of game, and they've been successful at that level.
That's absolutely right.
You don't know who you're going to be playing against in D6, but all of a sudden you win your first playoff game, you're in your second, and all of a sudden you're like steps away from Gillette.
I mean, there's different thoughts, right? You can take easy opponents and have good records and, lose a lot of times early in the playoffs, or, you can.
LeBlanc at the 17, right up the middle, breaks up over the 35, still his feet to the 40.
Nice play.
Nice job by LeBlanc and his teammates.
I mean, you can challenge yourself, Sean, and then become a better ball team as you get into the playoffs. And I think that's one of the things that the Green Wave has really prided themselves on doing, is really kind of taking on some really tough competition.
Right.
And then, in the playoffs, it's you end up playing your own division, and it seems like it's a little bit easier almost.
It's true, and I think we've come to almost prove that South Shore football is some of the best football in Massachusetts. I mean, last year at the Super Bowl at Gillette, we had 7 teams from Southeastern Mass in the state championship, and 2 of them were from the South Shore League, actually from Abington and Rockland, but also Cohasset was there. Was it Duxbury, Marshfield, I believe, were there. It was really well represented, show how good the quality of football is down here. Handoff, a nice hit, but a nice job by
move.
Nash. Yeah,
Nash did a nice spin to pick up 3 there.
Third man through, and then he got by the original line of scrimmage, got hit, but was able to grab that extra 2 yards.
Did a nice little spin move, was able to pick up those 3 yards. Well, we're talking that too, Sean. Last year, you're looking. It was interesting that the spread offense, which a lot of teams try to run at these levels. If you looked at the teams that were in the Super Bowl last year, it was all teams that ran like wing T and different offenses than the spread.
Right. Second down. Ricketson gets the ball, cuts it inside, puts his shoulder down, picks up another 2 for the Green Wave, gets it to the 46-yard line. Coming down on the 6-minute mark here. Ball is going to be marked at the 46-yard line, so that'll make it a 3rd and 6 for Abington. Even if Ricketson can break it, as I mentioned earlier, the secondary for Middleborough are very fleet-footed, so he's going to have to just make a beeline to the end zone, maybe make the right cut.
They've got somebody playing almost 20 yards off the ball. I mean, they've got somebody 18 yards deep there, so obviously they're expecting that if they do have somebody break, they almost have like a safety back there as he comes up to the ball now.
I was talking to one of the coaches earlier. Middleborough also has the advantage of the numbers, not only the size, but the numbers, so where they have guys who only play defense or only play offense. So they're well rested. Riley looking to throw a big rush, has to dump the ball out, falls incomplete. He had number 28 coming down on him in the backfield. It was Ryan Foster.
Foster came from way outside and kind of looped around. And that route just has to develop quicker for Riley to get the ball out.
4th down at the 46.
5:21 to go here in the second quarter.
Riley staying in here. Green Wave going to go for it with a 21-point deficit. Ball at the 46.
Well, and Middleborough's been getting some big plays too. So, I mean, I think that's the thing, right? You kick the ball away, you might get 25, 30 yards net out of that.
A.J. Nash to the right of Riley in the shotgun. 2 wideout sheets. Movement. The wideout on the far side moved. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So now that 4th and 6 becomes 4th and 11. That hurts. So we'll see if that changes the decision. 4th and 11 at the 41. And they do bring in the punt team. So Middleborough sends in the punt return team. And they send Andrew Falk, number 40, and number 1, Caden Carullo, back at about their own 30, awaiting the Aiden Powers kick. Bodie Johnson to the line of scrimmage first.
the Middleborough High School
as the
student.
snapper. Powers has been doing a lot of work for the Green Wave on both sides of the ball and on special teams. Nice high, long kick's going to push him back to about the 24-yard line. And Falk is going to be hit immediately and taken down with about a 1-yard return. Nice job. Good job with the coverage.
Yep, great job. Nice kick, number 29. It's A.J. Nash there, I think, on the tackle. Nice job. Good boot.
And the ball marked inside, just inside the 25-yard line.
There's a good 35-yard boot there for the Green Wave. Good flip of the field there on field position.
So they mark it to the 24.
This is the worst field position that they've had, I think, all night, Sean, right?
Right. Their first drive started at the 35, then they started at the 49, then they started at the 41 of Abington.
Right. So they've had the luxury of having very good field position.
Briggs in the shotgun again. It's a man in motion. He tosses it to the man in motion, and stutter steps, dives forward. Still going to pick up. He still hasn't gone down. Nice bit of extra effort there by the Sachem running back. Who was that? Is that Tullish? Yeah, number 3.
Well, nice job by the Green Wave. Pease kind of coming up and just kind of throwing his body in there to make him cut back in. So kind of taking the outside, run away.
But he picks up 7, makes it a 2nd and 3. Sachems again spread it out with 2 wideouts on each side. Shotgun for Briggs. He's throwing it. Got another bubble screen to the far side. And nice tackle there at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that's A.J. Nash, number 29 for the Green Wave. Patterson, number 64, and on the tackle as well.
Good job just wrapping and bringing him down, but not until he gets the first down. They're going to move the stakes for the Sachems up at the 38-yard line with 4:15 to go here in the first half. Halloween coming up, Kevin. You got any intentions of what you're wearing?
I was going to go with Sean Riley this year. Hall of Famer.
Oh, you'd be very popular. Keeps it, throws it. Oh, wide, nothing and out wide for the defense. Nice cutback inside by number 4, Nate Goodine, or Goodine, I guess it is. Goodine was the hero last week's game when he had a diving grab in the end zone. And he gets all the way down to the Abington 28-yard line. It was a well-designed play.
It was. I mean, it puts the Green Wave defense kind of it puts them in no man's land, between the two. And I think that, Green Wave probably not taking the best angles there either, Sean.
No, I mean, they fake the handoff. See, they fake the handoff inside, then he fakes the run, and then he tosses it out to the outside.
So the Abington player gets caught in trying to, defend the run from the quarterback, which they can do very effectively.
High backfield looking to throw. Going to the far side, no one there except the receiver. Catches it inside the 19-yard line, cuts it back, and it's going to be a 28-yard touchdown pass. Looking for the number of that receiver. 25, it looks like. That is Jack Kavaleski.
Yeah, he was wide open.
Yeah, a little blown coverage as they basically flooded the zone over there. And they are running on all cylinders right now. Cohen going to step up for his 4th attempt at an extra point.
There you go. That's good by a lot. Very impressive. Middleborough's been very impressive tonight.
Yeah, they got a lot of weapons and, the big line. And they get to move them in and out. And the Green Wave have just got to have to, put their helmet straps on and stay in the game here.
So 3:21 to go in this first half.
Speaking of the Hall of Fame, there's another replay of that touchdown for those of you who wanted to see it.
I can read the list
the cheerleaders.
Sean always likes to try to embarrass me pronouncing some of these names. See how I do.
The Green Wave cheerleaders on the far side.
The 9th graders are Marissa Ercolano, Michaela Gunning, Allison Magnuson, Lily Mullen, Aria Norton, McKenna Perry, Aaliyah Pinto, Sam Robbins, Christina Ventola.
It's not Hawaiian. Ventolola? What?
That's the 9th graders. We'll get to the other.
Come on, you got a couple more seconds.
Okay. We got Candace Curvels.
Cadence.
Maeve. Cadence Curvels.
Cadence Curvels. You said Cadence.
Did I? I said Cadence. All right. Cadence Curvels. Maeve Coe. Taylor D'Ambra. Maeve Duquette. Jaden Flavin and Shalyn Lehman.
Shaylin. Caught at the 14-yard line by LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets it over the 25, taken down. Oh, the ball's loose and it's picked up by Zenas, and they're saying he was down. No, the running back LeBlanc was down.
Zenas on the return.
Zenas did not have the return, but that's okay.
This week marks the 60th
LeBlanc with the return. Up to the 26-yard line.
Well, you just at this point, Sean, you really just want to try to get something going offensively, you know, and go into halftime with that because you're going to get the ball back in the second half.
Right.
You know, take some time off the clock here. Hopefully you can maybe put a score on the board, but in the second half you can come out and maybe put another one on the board. And, you know, this game is obviously, you don't get that many touches really, so even if you stopped Middleborough all the time, which doesn't look likely. So you really just want to try to get something going and build, you know, on that from an offensive execution standpoint.
Hand up to LeBlanc around the left side. Dives forward. Nice bit of running there by LeBlanc. Having a good, strong year for the Green Wave.
He's been an all-around player. He's been a nice player for the Green Wave this year.
You know, that was a 9-yard pickup. LeBlanc is a junior. A.J. Nash is a junior. Mason Nash is a junior. Simonetti is a junior.
Right. And you got some nice freshmen and sophomores coming up as well. So, I mean, like, you know, you've got some good players.
Connor Pease is a
The
junior.
future looks good. I think, you know, and they're still 3-3. So you're having a good year.
Michael Riley's a sophomore. Riley under center now. What problem with the stakes here? They don't know where they are. It's supposed to be 2nd and 1. Hand up the middle. Ricketson gets the first down.
He gave him a first down on that last play, Sean.
See, we need Steve Wakeland over there to do the stakes because they messed up over there. And now it should be.
Yeah, we have the.
What are they doing now? They're saying it's 2nd down. That's the last play of the. No, what happened here?
It was
Timeout?
they got a first down.
Yeah.
Middleborough called a timeout here, so they got a first down. They ran the 1st and 10, and
they're trying to work out the
stakes.
equipment problem with the stakes. Okay. So Kevin, why do we get this break?
I think there's a kink in the chain there, Sean. Okay, why we got the
Hall
break?
of Fame. Yeah,
right,
you got to finish the cheerleaders. That's right.
That's right. So 11th graders are Emma Maley, Maddie Murphy. I pronounced that right earlier too.
You did.
Jamie Lynn Boyle is the seniors. Jillian Park Page and Emily Simonetti are the seniors.
Senior cheerleaders. Thank you, ladies.
Appreciate it, ladies. Nice job.
All right. So Sunday, November 13th. What's happening?
Something about the Hall of Fame induction.
The Abington High School Athletic Hall of Fame.
We're inducting the 2009 boys baseball team.
Yep.
Along with
state championship.
Steve Paraxis is going in individually as well.
Yep. Steve, the son who was the pitcher on that team, he was unbelievable.
Brian McCormick
from the class
a hockey player.
95.
Held the record for many, many years for the most points and goals scored for the Green Wave.
That's right.
And then Sharon Donovan Hart, the class of 79, is a 3-sport athlete. Softball, basketball, and field hockey.
That's right.
And then, of course, our very own Sean Riley is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame for all the good deeds that he does to support the Abington athletics.
Not for my athletic prowess?
You know, Sean, no.
Riley to throw. Riley's got a man going down the sideline. Oh, he's going to be picked up and picked off? Yes.
Picked off.
He had a man open down behind everyone, too. Just did the cornerback did a nice job at the 48-yard line. Took it right out of the air. But unfortunately, gives Middleborough the ball back with 2:18 on the clock. So, Middleborough offense will come back out with a 28-0 lead here.
You was talking, Sean, you know, some of the players that are juniors and sophomores. And it's, you know, it's a young team, and it's a team of a year of growth.
Yep.
They're going to have good days. And
watch this replay here. Riley rolling left. He's got a man going down the far side. I think it was LeBlanc.
It was
LeBlanc. Yep.
Yeah.
Just didn't get enough air under that ball. And it brings Middleborough back to their own. Nobody, no coverage. Man streaking down the sideline. And it's going to be a 52-yard pass play.
I don't know what happened there.
Unbelievable. I wasn't even looking up to see the start of that play. But that was just taking candy from a candy store there with no men. Nobody covered the out man, the far wide receiver, and he just streaked down the sideline. And nice job by Briggs picking it up immediately and throwing it downfield. 52-yard pass play. Sorry, I didn't get the number of that receiver. But people at home really don't care. Cohen lines up the kick. And
That's good.
that was a long drive, and it's good.
I know. Thought the
Things
Abington
good.
player might have blocked it there.
Here's the replay. You saw the pass downfield, and the secondary can't do much, but watch him vault into the end zone. It's number 14 on
I'm
the
surprised Abington didn't call a timeout because it was on their side.
Brady Galvin was the name of the receiver.
Abington was on their side. I don't know why they didn't call a timeout if they didn't have coverage over that side.
The senior class.
So, again,
2:06 remaining in the first half.
if you want to get tickets to go to the
Hall of Fame.
Tickets are $25 each. They're available either at the athletic department office at 982-0070, at the law office of Sean Riley and Ed Riley in Abington Center, or through Eileen Walls. Or you can talk to any member of the Hall of Fame committee. Kevin Whalen is one of them, Steve McGuire, Missy Merrick, Sue Cashman, Lynn Burbine, Bud Madden. Who am I missing? Joe Shea. And the kick. Going to go right to LeBlanc at the 14-yard line once again. LeBlanc's got a little hole and then again slices forward to the 39. Doing a good job with the returns.
Yep, it was a nice job. Catching it on the fly, nice run and catch, and getting out to the 38-yard line, giving the Green Wave nice field position there. Well, as we said before, Sean, they got 2 minutes. They got some timeouts here. Hopefully they might be able to do something here. Although nothing seems to be working right now for the Green Wave, hopefully they might be able to change that with this drive.
The Middleborough really doing a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage between the tackles, so the running backs aren't getting, those quick dives, not doing a lot of damage, and even trying to develop, a counter play. They're just getting too much pressure. The passing offense has been there at times, but you'd like to be able to mix it up more. So they send two wideouts to each side. Ricketson outside in the near side, LeBlanc outside in the far side. Riley to throw, fakes it to Ricketson, goes near side and overthrows LeBlanc, who's coming in for a little bubble screen. So just a disconnect there between the sophomore and junior.
It looked like it's almost like it's kind of play came in a little bit too much and the ball, thrown. He had to throw it because he did have a little bit of pressure there because he's kind of looking right, then look left.
Stops the clock at 1:53, bringing up 2nd and 10.
Very similar play to what Middleborough has successfully executed.
Right. Where the slot backs become blockers and the wide receiver comes back towards the quarterback to get the pass and then turn it upfield.
Of course, Drew Donovan ran that pretty successfully a couple times last year.
Hand off to Mason Nash. Nash over the 45, up to the 50. That's AJ Nash.
Yep, nice 13-yard pickup.
Yep. Move the stakes for the Green Wave.
1:48 to go here in the first half.
He had a big clearing over here around the right side of the line. Nice job. Green Wave right up on the line of scrimmage. A little hurry-up offense here. Riley at shotgun, two wideouts to each side. 3-man rush, 4-man rush. Riley looking downfield, looking. Goes outside, connects at the 40.
Zenas has got the first down.
Nice job diving forward to get that first.
Zenas did a nice job, too. He kind of was set outside there, kind of just, in a spot, in a dead zone. And then when he got the ball, he came to the ball there, picked it up, and dove forward for the first down. So nice play there by number 5.
Yeah, good to know where the line was, the line to gain. So it's a first down at the 37. Riley rolling right this time. Got some pressure. Rolling, now going downfield. Connects. Oh! In and out of the hands of LeBlanc. Might have got tipped at the last second there at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like number 58 for Middleborough was in there in pursuit as well, and looked like he might have tipped that ball.
1:10 on the clock. Second down.
Castle Fine, number 58.
37-yard line.
So minute 10 to go.
2nd and 10 now for Abington. They have the ball at the Middleborough 37.
Referee Matt Catane running the game for us tonight. Again, it is Referee Appreciation Week.
I appreciate him every day, Sean.
And they are looking for more referees, not only in football, but in basketball and other sports, lacrosse. Here's a replay.
Baseball.
Riley rolling. You'll see him buying some time, continues rolling, got some pressure, and puts it downfield. And just at the last second, Sachems got a fingertip on that ball. Riley rolling left this time. Blitz coming in up the middle. Puts it out to the sideline and going to be incomplete to Zenas. Looks like Zenas tried to get one hand on it and didn't work.
Riley might have an opportunity too because he's got some. He can run the ball. That if he gets out there, he might. If he has some green grass in front of him. He might be able to run and get 7 or 8 yards here.
The only issue is Riley is the only quarterback right now on the staff.
So you want him to be healthy?
John Sellen was a junior quarterback, and as you know, is an outstanding left-handed pitcher for the baseball team, but he injured his arm in summer baseball and is out for the season. So Michael Riley steps up as the sophomore quarterback in the shoes of his brother Edward, who graduated last year. Riley throwing, going to put it up, but out of bounds. Put a little too much air into that one for LeBlanc, it looked like.
He had some big pressure by number 56 there for the Sachems. That was Ryan Delancey who's coming in. He's a big boy, too. He's number 56 is 225 pounds, 6'4". They got some size down
running
there.
at you, right?
They got some size.
Ball at the 37, 4th and 10 for Abington. Got to get it down inside the 27 in order to move the stakes with 59 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Foley in the backfield. Riley under center. They put Ricketson in motion. Riley to throw. Going down the middle and
big
connects
Connor
the corner and gets the first down. The big tight end hauls it down in traffic once again, and Riley zipped that through the 8 and 7.
And that was that was crowded too. That was a lot of people around Connor Pease there.
Timeout on the field for the Green Wave.
53 seconds to go here.
Watch this play right here. Pease lines up on the left side, tight end. Riley back to pass, and Pease just goes right to the
stakes.
Yeah, right to the stakes, turns around, and boom, right there. And you got the good hands of Connor Pease, takes that in, and keeps the drive alive as they move it with 52.9 seconds on the clock.
Well, hopefully they can get something in here, Sean.
Yeah.
Connor Pease is only a junior again, so we have got quite a few juniors and sophomores on this team.
Ball is going to be at the 26-yard line. They now move the stakes. Steve Wakeland is just itching to get down there on the sidelines because he's just seeing some frailty down there, and
they're having some technical difficulties over there on the stakes.
Yeah, I think Steve was not there last week, was it? Oh, 2 weeks ago. Last week. You weren't there. He wasn't there, so they ousted him. He's no longer the captain of the sideline.
He was voted.
Yeah.
After 37 years.
I think Steve McGuire took over.
37 years.
Oh, he was at book club last week?
He was at book club, yeah.
All right, back to the field with 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. This drive started at the 39 of Abington after the LeBlanc run back on the kickoff. Ricketson lines up to Riley's left. Looking to throw is Riley once again. Big pressure, though, and he's going to be taken down back at about the 37-yard line. Riley didn't have time to set up and throw. He was looking down on the left sideline.
And running.
Clock stops, 39-second mark.
They're going to nail, I think, probably take a knee here.
No.
Yeah,
Stop the clock. What, 2nd down at the 36? Go for it.
No, it's I thought it was.
No.
I thought that was 4th. I'm sorry.
It's our ball.
Right. They got the first down. Never mind.
Game you watching?
No, I know. I just.
Hey, Kevin. I'm very proud to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, but a lot of people helped me get there, and
I'm certainly not one of them, Sean. I voted against it, just to let you know.
I was going to say, we started doing this in 1988.
I said, if I'm more athletic than him, he should not be. We started doing this, I think, actually 87, wasn't it?
It was 88.
88?
Yeah.
80s junior year.
Hull High School.
Yeah, 80s junior year. Yeah, so 88.
And
way back when. It's been 30. Wow.
So peanut butter and jelly.
That's right.
Right.
Peas and carrots.
Cereal and milk.
Yeah, here we go.
Kevin Tachi's shaking his head. He's just. But no, you've made it a lot of fun, obviously, for both me and the viewers at home, and you're getting better.
Yeah, we are.
Shotgun formation, 2nd and long for Abington. Riley rolling right, got some time. Quick out in the middle of the field though to was that Solomini or it was Solomini, right?
Yeah, number 28.
Yep. No, so it's Diego. It's Diego Flades. And it'll be another stoppage on the field. Timeout. The last timeout for Abington, I believe, with the ball marked at the 28-yard line.
So you get third down here in about 11.
35 seconds to go.
If they can get out of bounds, Sean, I mean, they have a couple plays here.
Yep. Third and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Well, one of the things too is, Coach Kell is, has a couple victories there. He's getting close to passing some people on the all-time list as well, right? I mean, I think, he's up, over 305 now. So being at 305.
And he's in his 49th year.
49th year. He's passing some, legendary coaches.
They bumped the scoreboard clock up to 40 seconds to match the official time on the field, according to the referee. Want to thank Kevin Tachi and Matt Nelson, who are bringing you this game. Kevin and I have the easy part of the job.
They do a great job.
If you could see, and we can't really show you because the way it was set up, all the wires and gizmos and stuff that Kevin and I can't even pronounce, but it's all set up. We got a beautiful camera.
I mean, we can't even roll up all the lines that they have here that connects everything.
Instant replay.
They do a great job.
Yeah, we
really
appreciate it.
I know the kids appreciate it as well.
Yeah, and all the fans at home. Thank you. And Chris Nagel's doing the team camera, so unfortunately they probably won't be able to watch the game when this is done. All right, here comes Abington now. Third down. Shotgun for Riley. A.J. Nash to his right. He's got two wide receivers on each side. Blitz coming from the corners. Throws it out and high. Going to ball incomplete, so bring up a fourth down. Riley just launched that one over LeBlanc's way. And just a couple of seconds fell off the clock there, but now it's fourth down at the 28.
See what the Green Wave have here. One of the things, I know that there's not a lot of time on the clock here, so they can't do it, but you really like to see them get into a rhythm where they are getting those 3-4 yard positive plays and kind of just get sustained drives, like they were doing, because they did have some success against Rockland a few weeks ago.
Riley to throw. Looking for LeBlanc on the left side. Going down deep towards LeBlanc. It's going to be incomplete down at the 6-yard line. Be a turnover now. Riley was thrown across his body there with 30 seconds to go. So a turnover on downs gives Middleborough the ball with 30 seconds to go at the Abington 28.
Up 35-0 here.
Coming up at halftime, we have homecoming activities. We have the presentation.
Not homecoming activities. That just means like a 30-minute halftime.
Folks at home won't have to watch it. They're going to stop the tape.
I know. They're lucky.
And Abington has homecoming next week, Thursday night, against Norwell High School, the Norwell Clippers. A very important South Shore League game for the Green Wave. Obviously, the more victories you have, the higher you are in the divisional rankings for the postseason play. And the tougher the opponent that you beat, also the higher the ranking. Backfield for Briggs. First and 10. They hand it off to the second man over the right tackle. Nice cut back inside. Gets it up for the first down up to about the 43-yard line. Clock stops to move the change. And a
referee. The half. A timeout.
No, they called it timeout. Wow. Middleborough just called it timeout. 35-0 lead with 25 seconds to go on the 43. What do you think of that, Kev?
Yeah, it's first half.
Yep.
But you might remember it someday.
It is true. I mean, some coaches' teams have the unwritten rule. We're going to score as much as we can in the first half. We're going to execute. And then second half, we can take our foot off the gas if the situation arises. So they break their huddles from the sidelines and go back onto the field with the ball at the 43, first and 10. Briggs going to step up to the line of scrimmage with an eye backfield. Tullish, the deep man in the eye. They give it to Tullish. Oh, it's a flea flicker. Are you kidding me? He gets hit as he throws, puts the ball up, looking for the receiver, and it is wobbled, falls incomplete. Intended receiver was number 1, Caden Carello. FCC regulations do not allow me to say what I'm thinking with 17 seconds to go.
Well, cable, you can do it, Sean.
Let's see a replay of that 35-0 play selection here at the end of the first half. It's a flea flicker. The ball is thrown down deep. The receiver's actually behind the coverage, but the good job by the secondary to catch up to that and knock that ball away. But it leaves 17 seconds left in a 2nd and 10 situation. They're going to send trips to the far side. A passing formation for the senior quarterback.
I don't expect a run play here, Sean.
No, unless the quarterback keeps it. He throws it to the near side, and he's going to step out to get one more play. Maybe two more plays. Completed to Justin Mather. Again, they put the trips to the right to move the secondary to the right side, and they go to the short side with the one-on-one coverage. And if Mather is able to beat that one man, he's going to break it free. But he did the smart thing and stepped out of bounds to stop the clock, move the ball to the Abington 47, and a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. Brady Galvin, number 14, out wide to the far side with a slot. Also a slot formation on the near side. Briggs in the shotgun. Awaiting the snap. Looking to throw. Buying some time. Pump faking. Now his ball is knocked away at the line of scrimmage.
6 seconds to go. God, that was a long 6 seconds.
It was.
6 seconds off the clock.
Good coverage downfield, deep by the Green Wave.
You know, one of the things, too, I mean, Green Wave has had some decent pressure, and they've had some hits on the quarterback.
Yeah.
So, you know, you put him back there that long, I mean, eventually, you know, you might get a hit that's not, you know, healthy for the quarterback.
He's 6'3". He's a big, tall kid.
He's a big, tall kid.
And as we said, when he runs, he's pretty much straight up, but he's quick and can really, you know, change direction pretty well.
He can. But, you know, the Green Wave has had some good hits on him, and I think, you know what, you put him back there for that long.
He seems like he's got really good field vision. Now he's got trips to the far side, one to the near side, sends a little signal over to his near side receiver. 5 seconds and rolling.
Screen.
It's a screen up the middle to Tullish. Tullish with some blockers in front of him. Tullish just letting the blocks form, and then is going to be tackled down at the 20-yard line. Flag thrown behind the play with no time left on the clock. See what that call is. If
it
it's
can't be a defensive play.
Might be the offensive line being downfield and eligible receiver, which would negate the play and would end the half. But we'll wait for the referee to give us a signal.
It better not be a defensive penalty.
It's against Middleborough. So that will end the half.
Personal foul, does that go, if it was after the play, it would go on the next half. I believe.
I believe on the kickoff.
I
believe you are right.
But
they change the rules like every 2 years.
But because it was happening during the play, probably not, right?
I don't know what the call was. I don't know that he just said personal foul. He did
say personal foul, but
I thought he was crossing his arms more than hitting his wrist. But nevertheless,
okay,
we're going to take a break and try to regroup with a 35-0 deficit here at the end of the first half. We'll be back with Kevin Tachi and Matt Nelson, Kevin Whalen and Sean Riley in the blink of an eye for second half action. All right, we're back for second half action after an extended halftime break. Glad you sports fans at home didn't have to.
Green Wave better watch for the onside kick here, Sean.
We've been talking during the halftime and not so happy, but we play the game.
Absolutely. Green Wave's got to make something happen here. Here we go.
Left to right across your television screen, Cohen will be kicking. He was perfect. I think it was, 5 for 5 for the point afters in the first half. He came out early after the half to warm up. And the Green Wave kick return team take their positions on the right side of your television screen.
What about a delay of game here? Jeez.
Kevin's a little amped up.
I know.
So set your DVRs right now.
45-minute halftime.
Grabbed at the 16-yard line. Turn up the middle by Nash. The scrum, no whistle. And now they blow the whistle. Up at the 35-yard line. So the Green Wave offense will come back on the field here. In the third quarter.
Number 29, A.J. Nash on the return.
Nash sets the ball on the line of scrimmage at the Abington 35-yard line.
Has the ball to start the second half. 1st and 10 from their own 35.
And see what the Green Wave can put together here to try to get this ball moving. 2 men in the backfield. Looks like Foley and Ricketson. Ricketson gets it, a dive off the left tackle. Nothing, a shirt tackle, and taken down for a loss on the play of 2. Ricketson never really got started on that play. He's still not 100%. I was talking to some of the team members on the before the game.
Yeah, we didn't know whether he was actually going to be a go tonight.
Yeah, I think they're not going to overrun him. You know, they're just going to try to break him back in and get him ready for the remainder of the season. I'm actually surprised he's played as much as he is right now, but you can tell he's not 100%. Riley under center, second down. Puts LeBlanc in motion, gives it to him, going on the right side, cuts it back, spins. And look, you got 5 black shirts on him real quickly.
Picked up about 4 on the play.
Middleborough doing a good job continuing to swarm to the
We're
ball.
saying how it's important, though, to keep those positive plays. I mean, you get that negative play, 2nd and 1. You know, now it's going to create a 3rd and 8 situation here for the Green Wave.
Temperature's dipped a little bit since we started this game.
Well, that's what happens when you have like a 3-hour halftime. It happens, you know. Gets a little colder at night.
Hey, we want to thank Kevin Tachi for bringing up the cold pizza at halftime, too. You know.
I tried warming it up on the way back.
Yeah, I know it. It's very good pizza.
3rd down.
Is there such thing as bad pizza?
No.
No.
Cold or warm. It's fine with me. Riley, the eye backfield, looking to throw. Rolling right. Has one receiver with a button hook and then has to throw it away. It's good coverage downfield. He had a receiver down at the first down mark who did a nice button hook, but he was well covered. And Riley had to just let go of it, and it brings up 4th down, a kicking situation early here in the 3rd quarter from the 37-yard line. Fourth and 8. And Middleborough's receivers are standing at about their own 35, 33-yard line. Looks like they've got number 40 and number 1.
It's Cadence. Right back there.
40's Falk.
Carello.
Carello is number 1, yep. Powers with a line drive kick going to be kicked by Carello at the 33. Spins around, still on his feet, fighting to break away. Does break away, then gets hit again at about the 42, 43-yard line.
Powers came down and made the final tackle there.
Good hard running by the return man. Gets it up to his 43.
43-yard line. 10:03 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Middleborough offense will come back on the field for the first time here in the 2nd half. Kevin's got the winter gloves on.
I do.
I'm holding out, Kev. I'm holding out.
I was just coming back from a warmer climate.
That's true. Just to spend some time with his wife and
family
kids in Arizona.
Yep, it was nice. Beautiful. Get an opportunity to go out there, Sedona and Grand Canyon. Beautiful places. Much better than what I'm looking at now.
Briggs handoff to the eye back. Second man through.
Nice
Not
job
much
out of
there.
Green Wave.
Pickup of only about 2.
Nice job, number 81 for the Green Wave on that tackle. Along with 81 is Jack Carey. Powers in the middle.
Again, the Green Wave will play Norwell at home Thursday, October 27th, next week. Then we go into the postseason play, and of course we end the season, the regular season, with Whitman-Hanson, which will be a home game on Thanksgiving morning. Always a big crowd and good fun. Hopefully we'll get some good weather on Thanksgiving. 2nd and 8 at the Sachem 45-yard line. They get the deep eye backfield once again with Henry, the deep man in the backfield, gets the handoff with a little burst of speed, kicks it back outside down the 40-yard line, and they're going to be knocked out of bounds at about the inside the 30. Yep.
Yeah, 27-yard line.
Good bit of running, really showed his speed going down the left side. Made a nice cut.
Was it Foley for the Green Wave that got over there, number 26? Knocked him out of bounds, saved a touchdown.
Let's check the replay, Kev. Thanks to Kevin Tachi and all these wires that he set up. You can see the quick cut right there. Gets him another 20 yards inside the 40 down to the 30 and knocked out of bounds. With the ball at the 27 now, 1st and 10. Down near the 9-minute mark here of the 3rd quarter. Again, they come out with the eye backfield. Wideouts to each side. The quarterback, Briggs, under center. I think he's going to throw. Nope. going to be a handoff, quick dive. And not much doing on that one. Green Wave were blitzing from the far side.
It'll be helpful, too, when Buckley gets back.
Yep.
You know, he's a big piece on that defensive side of the ball.
Duggan seemed to be blitzing from the far end. It'll be pick up a 2, though. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8, see what they do. They'll probably pass the ball here.
Tell you, these two teams, we are talking with one of the guys from Middleborough, said this is the 49th year that these two teams have played. In the last couple of years, you know, they kind of brought back this rivalry, and there's been some real knock-em-down, drag-out fights between these two teams. Tonight, Middleborough obviously getting the better of it. Handoff, hit in the backfield. Nice job by Duggan. Coming up once again.
Nice play by there. Nice defensive support there by the backer. You know, they used to have the Beatus Field, which is down kind of in a valley. It was one of the first places to have lights down here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's like, you know, way back. You know, they used to have the Middleborough Cobras used to play down here as well. So
it's been a good basketball program down here at Middleborough.
Well, baseball has been very good. Little League have advanced very far into the Little League World Series over the last couple times in the last 10 years.
Yeah, and they've done also at the high school level doing well. And Abington and Middleborough have crossed paths in the playoffs a few times. So it brings up 3rd and 10 now at the 27-yard line of the Green Wave. Jacob Briggs back again under center. Same thing, wideouts to each side with the I backfield. Briggs taps his helmet, signal his wide receivers. They toss, little student body right. He's got some running room and some blockers, but he's going to be short of the first down. Gets it down to about the 29.
So it's going to be 4th and about 7. 4th and 7.
Sachems on the carry there.
See if the Green Wave can get their first stop of the night. Their field goal kicker has got quite a leg. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to, if the Green Wave stops them here, that they would try to, well, it's 4th down now. So wouldn't be surprised if they kicked it. He could definitely make, I think, a 40-yarder.
They're going to go for it. Again with the I backfield. Justin Mather out wide to the far side. Looks like it's that Cerullo wide to the near side. Looking to throw. He's coming down on the near side, puts it up. Cerullo under it. It's going to be knocked away by A.J. Nash, and a good defensive play in the corner there. So it'll be a turnover on downs. Green Wave will take control at their own 24.
Well, in that situation, you don't want to catch that ball. You just want to make sure it hits the ground because, you know, you're going to get the ball out at the 20 or at the 24. I'd rather get it at the 24. So nice heads-up play there by A.J. Nash doing a nice job on the defensive. Green Wave gets their first stop of the night.
You watch the replay here as he fades back. He's just going to toss it up and try to see if he can if his receiver gets the better of it. But Nash had good position, and like you said, Kev, a smart play to just knock it down, not go for the interception.
Yeah, that's definitely a 50-50 ball. He's just trying to see if his, like you said, Sean, see if his player can make that athletic play and get the ball at the high point.
So here come the Green Wave, breaking the huddle at the 24-yard line. Foley in the backfield, along with A.J. Nash, who gets the ball. A.J. with some blockers, heads over the right side and barrels forward to pick up about 5 yards to bring up a 2nd down for the Green Wave.
That's what you want to see, some positive plays. You know, good first down, get a 5-yarder. Keep moving the pile, keep the chains moving, get some momentum here. I don't know, we're pretty solid, Sean. I've had better nights at Quailey's. Second and 5.
We'll call it 2nd and 4, Kevin, on the 30-yard line. Beautiful field, beautiful stadium here that they've built with a new school. A really well-designed place down here. And even the light tower's really sharp. Something that Abington's going to have to invest in with the current light towers, circa 1990.
Yep, September 14th, 1990.
Yeah. Pitch going around the right side, A.J. Nash. He's got problems in the backfield, though. He's going to be brought back to the original line of scrimmage on that 2nd down try. So let's bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about, no negative plays. And right there, you get a big loss, about a 5-yard loss. So right back at 3rd and 10.
Speaking about Memorial Field and upgrades, the Tom Graham baseball diamond, the baseball varsity field, has been completely renovated.
I've been busting my hump down there, Sean. It's like I've raked it out. I've scraped the grass down. It's like it looks really good now.
The American Rescue Plan money that was given to Abington, part of it is going to redo that field. It was in a very extremely unsafe condition.
I jumped from there, then I went over to the playground, kind of fixed that up a little
You
bit.
are the man. Shotgun for Riley. Handoff to
Little
Ricketson.
draw.
Ricketson trying to break it up, and he's going to be just short of the first by about 2 yards. So it looks beautiful down there on
really
the diamond,
does
and we
look nice.
do ask everyone to stay off of the baseball, the varsity infield, as it is all new turf and new clay. It's all been completely rebuilt, and that is Ricketson down on the ground. Hopefully he did not re-injure that ankle, but he is in pain right now. Oh boy, that's bad news for the Green Wave.
That is.
Yeah. He is hurting there. Alicia Reed and Coach Kelleher with him. And he's holding his right ankle up in the air, and that's the ankle he injured. He may have just re-injured it.
Good.
Yep, I cannot believe that. It is a tough break for Ricketson, who, as you know, is a senior and is a dynamic ball player.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He's had a great career, and, it's like he's only got another month left, so hopefully it's something that would just a little tweak. It doesn't look like it, but hopefully he'd be able to get back out on the field and kind of enjoy his last few games.
Boy, when it rains, it pours. 35-0 here in the third quarter, 4:29 on the clock and rolling, but it's 4th and 2 for the Green Wave at the 32. They're going to go for it here because they need the ball to score. Riley lines up in the shotgun formation. They hand off, trying to get up front.
Doesn't get
LeBlanc, yeah, he's going to be about a half a yard short, I believe, at the 33.5, 32.5. And just waiting for the signal to confirm.
It's going to be a turnover on downs. They're going to get the ball at about the 33, 34-yard line.
They're going to measure?
I don't know.
It's
not close.
Looks like, yeah, they're going to get up to the 34.
Yeah, it's not there. It's shorter by about a half a ball, maybe a ball.
Time out on the field for measurement.
As we await the referee crew and the chain gang to confirm it is short, and going to be a first down.
Holds on defense. There's a turnover.
So they turn over the ball here at the Abington 34-ish. 4:07 on the clock. Middleborough with great field position here. At the 33, that's where they end up marking it. 1st and 10, going the wrong way. Middleborough breaks their huddle.
1st and 10, Sachems, the ball at the Green Wave 33-yard line.
They come again in the I formation. Jacob Briggs changing the play here, or changing the formation anyhow, putting the receivers, now 2 receivers out wide to the near side of the field. Briggs under center with the I backfield. Briggs gives the second man through. Nice pulling guards, good blocking downfield, and all the way down to the 15-yard line. That was outstanding.
He had a huge hole.
Yeah, the left guard and tackle pulled and just blew a hole for the running back. There is a flag down on the field. We haven't seen many of those tonight.
We've only seen a couple motion penalties.
Looks like it's going to be against Middleborough because they moved them back.
And the call is holding against Middleborough.
Holding is the replay. And if you see the left side just pulling over and did a nice job. Well executed play there. They have some big bodies coming down the line, making some holes for their running back, but that pushes them back. It'll be first down at the 37 now.
About 13.
Again, the same lineup as the previous play with the slot right formation, I backfield behind Briggs. Briggs calls his cadence. Going to give right up the middle once again. Now he punches it outside over the right side, dives forward, gets it down inside the 20 to about the 19. It's going to be enough for the first down. That was number 12, I believe. Yeah, that's Bolu Solanwa. Thought we were going to see more of Solanwa after talking to the coach before the game, but he's getting some reps in now. And the ball marked to the 19, 1st and 10.
Coming down under just 3.5 minutes here to go in the third quarter.
Now they go with the slot left formation, the same I backfield. Looks like that's Solanwa again in the deep man. It is.
Movement on the left side.
Briggs gives to Solanwa, jumps over man, and then gets tripped up at the 15-yard line.
A little movement by their left tackle.
Not enough to draw the laundry on the field, apparently, and brings up a second down and about 6.
More interested in the clock moving.
With all Middleborough in the first half, they struck early and often. And they were just
dominant. Yeah, just a dominant team. And like you look at the size, and we talked about the size at the top of the game, and Abington just hasn't been able to overcome.
Flag thrown.
I don't know.
From the referee.
I guess there was no appreciation there. Too many men on the field.
Yeah, illegal substitution.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Unsportsmanlike conduct, I'm sorry. Well, someone must have said something. Yeah, because
they didn't have enough appreciation for the official, apparently.
Apparently,
during
that's right.
officials,
shame on them.
I can see where the laundry would come out of that.
Rightfully so. 2nd and 21 at the 30-yard line.
All week.
Oh, Nagel is going to be a bear all week now.
Just expecting love.
Again, slot left formation of the I backfield. Henry is the deep man in the I. And another flag thrown from the far side. It's going to be a procedure call. The far side linesman has a pink flag.
Right. I noticed that.
Breast cancer awareness.
October, is breast cancer awareness month. The left tackle has been moving every play.
Which you called that?
Earlier I did.
Word apparently got down to the sideline, Kev. And they move back another 5. So the first down mark is at the 9-yard line. The ball's at the 35.
Well, Abington, can't give up the big play, and that's one of the things they've been doing tonight. They've been giving up some, big plays, and you just got to kind of stop you. Hopefully you can, get them to where they're only getting a few yards of play here.
Oh, that handoff to the I-back. Robert Henry's the I-back right now, just going up the middle with the good blocking inside, has been picking up 15, 20 yards. They're looking to throw, drops back, looking downfield, steps up. He's going to be taken down and sacked back at the 43-yard line for another loss. And the Sachems will line it up for a long 3rd down play. Clock continues to roll. Kevin Tachi is setting up the instant replay, apparently.
Yeah, that's a good pressure by the Green Wave. They have the blitz on the 27 on the outside. That's Duggan. And then the pressure up the middle. You got number 50 in on that tackle for the Green Wave.
Connor Pease is on the number 87. 50 is Andrew Kerr.
So nice job by the Green Wave there. So it makes it even longer. 3rd and about, almost 35.
So what do you do here, Kev? Draw, or do you have a quarterback draw?
Obviously, they're going to be throwing the ball.
You got 4 receivers out now, 2 on each side. Green Wave showing blitz. Duggan's from the far side trying to come in. They do get him out of the pocket, rush him. Now he's coming down the near sideline, puts it up in the air looking for
nice job. Nice job by A.J. Nash.
Once again.
Nice athletic play there. Timing it right. Just good job by A.J. Nash. Good coverage.
Man-on-man coverage with Carollo again, number 1. They've gone to him a few times, and Nash has been able to knock it away each time.
I was getting a little nervous because there was a little separation there, but Nash was doing a good job of kind of watching the flight of the ball and getting to that high point and then knocking it to the ground.
As you can see, they push him out of the pocket, and then he goes downfield, but Nash stays with him. Yeah, it's always dangerous when the receiver's behind you, and if the quarterback gets it that far, but it did not get into the receiver's hands.
Surprised he's not faking it.
4th and 33. The first punt of the game from Middleborough. Nice little pooch. And it's going to be a fair catch called right at the 15-yard line.
That's by A.J. Nash.
Yep, smart play.
Green Wave gets the ball at the 15 with 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Or is that 24.1? I don't care. I'm hoping 24.1.
Ball on the 16. Yep, ball on the 16-yard line.
Green Wave have to get out to the 26 for the first down.
Ooh, baby. Sean Riley and Kevin Whalen bringing you this dead air on Abington Camp.
Doing the best we can, Sean.
That's right. Doesn't happen that often here in Green Wave Nation.
Make me quiet. It's not an easy task.
High backfield for the Green Wave. Riley hands off
right up
First
the middle.
man up the middle is Foley. Foley does a nice job picking up 9 very quickly.
Yep, so it's going to be second and 1 here for the Green Wave, and that's exactly what you want, a nice quick hit. So
it was 24 seconds
which is
on the clock.
So it's going to end here the third quarter. It'll come to an end.
And the teams will go to their sidelines.
And that is the end of the third quarter.
Ooh, baby. So I wanted to, again, mention the American Rescue Plan funds that were made available to every city and town throughout the country. But as far as Abington goes, Town Manager Scott Lambiase and a committee has been looking at ways to best invest this money into our community, especially those areas where it can improve safety or usability or recreational uses. So the baseball field is desperately needed, and these are the type of things that the town really doesn't have the extra money in a budget or does not want to have to borrow the money to do these things. So we're trying to take a few things off the list. Some of them are smaller, some of them are larger.
Well, the original infield was actually built in the Depression with the WPA project. So, it's one of those things where they used to have a cinder track going around.
Right.
And, of course, they did the renovations.
We're repairing part of that also.
For the 300th. So they kind of, leveled it all off because there was some very uneven spots. When you went behind second base, it dropped off about, 18 inches?
Yeah, they literally had to warn visiting teams to be careful if you were a second baseman or a first baseman running backwards. And even center field, there was a tripping hazard. So that's being taken care of. We put some money into the new playground there at Beaver Brook, and frankly, all of the playgrounds throughout town, you should be seeing some upgrades over the coming months. It takes a little time to go out to bid and to order the equipment and then install them, but it is all in the process. We got some safety equipment for the DPW, some roadway improvements coming down the line, so some good things happening, and we're trying to
positive things. That's very
spend
good.
those federal tax dollars wisely in the community of Abington.
Well, here we go, starting the fourth quarter.
2nd and 1 now. The Green Wave, high backfield, Riley to throw. Looking for the down. Oh, it's a chair pattern. He's going deep. He's got Zenas behind him, picks it up at the 50, and he's down and taken out of bounds down at the 40-yard line. A nice pass. Zenas and Riley have been looking at that quick down and out a number of times, and that time he faked the out and turned it downfield in the chair pattern, got behind everyone, and Riley just feathered it out there for him. Gets out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Nice play there by the Green Wave.
That was a nice play. Good job by the Green Wave.
On the 2nd and 1, they take the shot. Here comes 1st and 10 at the 38. Foley in the backfield. Tight formation. They put A.J. Nash in motion. It's the counter underneath. LeBlanc gets tied up at one point. He just barrels forward, though, and picks up a couple of hard yards.
That's what you want to do. Nice 6-7 yards. Like I said, get the rhythm going. Kind of get something going for next week against Norwell. Next Thursday, they got a short week coming up.
It's going to be 2nd and 4 at the 32. I tell you, LeBlanc has really stepped up, too, where
he's had a great season.
He has. When Izzy went down, they went to LeBlanc and said, we need more out of you, and he's given it to the team. Had a big punt run back return last week, 69 yards down to the 1-yard line. A.J. Nash over the left side, barreling forward.
Get the first down.
Another hard runner. The Nash brothers, going to read about them the next couple of years also. Side judge is signaling a first down for the Green Wave down at the 27-yard line. So they'll move the stakes.
Like the Hanson brothers back in Slapshot.
That's right. A.J. and Mason. Riley gets the signal from the play call from the sidelines.
1st and 10 at the 27 here.
Zenas out wide to the far side. Foley's in the backfield. Got LeBlanc on the left side wing and A.J. Nash on the right side wing. LeBlanc in motion. They give it up the middle to Foley. Foley breaks free inside the 20, inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. First down for the Green Wave.
Good job by Foley, just hitting the hole and then really just glancing on the right-hand side, taking a right angle away from the pursuit from Middleborough. Nice pickup of the first down.
I was talking to some of the coaches. It's a little replay of this one. Watch Foley. He's not one of the biggest guys, but the coach is saying he's one of the toughest, a solid kid. And just
nice stiff arm there, Sean, as he went down.
I was going to say he likes to hit people, and does a great job for Abington on both sides of the ball. 1st and 10. Riley to throw, rolling left, looking for Zenas in the corner, puts it up in the air, and it goes just out of bounds beyond the reach of the intended receiver. Impressive of the sophomore quarterback, rolling left, rolling right, throwing on the run. Not an easy thing to do, whether you're a junior or senior, but as a sophomore, He's throwing some pretty good balls, and that's going to start as he gets, into his junior, senior year. It's going to start lighting the lamp even more.
Let's hope so.
We get some quality youngsters we mentioned coming up, not only in the junior class, but in the freshman, 8th grade, sophomores. I think we had some real good things to see for the Green Wave in the next 2-3 years.
And, you got a very young team. And what did they graduate? 14 kids last year. So,
went to the Super Bowl, the state championship, I should say. Nash, left side, right up the middle, driving, gets stood up. Nice hit at about the 11-yard line.
Picks up about 2 on the play.
Yep, 3rd down for the Green Wave. 3rd and about 8. Coming down close to the 8-minute mark. What are they marking it? Yeah, they're marking it about the 12. So 3rd and 9. Got to get it inside the 3 for the first.
Just about 8 minutes to go in the ball game here.
I think they go to the air now.
I don't know, Sean. I wouldn't make it that much of a desperate play. I mean, I think you've been running the ball a little bit better.
Yep.
Maybe like get a run and then maybe make it close and then see what you have to do on the 4th down.
Well, he's in the shotgun. Spins, turns, looking to throw,
He's got
looking for Pease in the back. And his ball's knocked up in the air, just knocked away from Connor Pease, who's in the back corner.
LeBlanc was wide open underneath.
Was he?
Yeah, wide open. He was right at the 5-yard line.
That's too bad. He must have been like the 3rd option there. But it falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down at the 12.
Yeah, LeBlanc was curling under, right, dragging along the 5. Everyone was deep in the end zone, so really kind of just took off of the pressure off of him.
As a right-handed quarterback, I got to assume that rolling right is
throwing
easier
right
to throw?
Yeah, it is. Because if you're throwing left, you're running left, throwing left, it's kind of across your body.
But in this case, going to the left is the wide side of the field where you can kind of spread out your receivers.
Going left and throwing that way, it's easier. It's more natural than.
Riley to throw. Pump fakes. Steps up. He's going to run it now. Inside the 10. Steps it outside in the 5.
He might have a touchdown. Touchdown, Manny Muskegon.
Right? Yes, touchdown for Abington. Michael Riley in from 12 yards out puts the Green Wave on the board.
Well, we were talking about that option a little bit earlier, Sean, where if he has the open field, he'd be able to tuck it and run it. Did a nice job there, and he got a nice block at the end of that. I don't know who made the block there. We're going to see the replay here.
Riley, nice job. Good vision downfield. He takes the snap here in the shotgun. And you can see he's got a pump fake over to Zenas and then goes the opposite way, goes to the right side. And right there making that move. And then
that was a nice block by Pease.
Pease, yeah.
Number 87 kind of delivering the block. The Green Wave's going for 2.
Opened that one up for the touchdown there. Big Connor Pease having a pretty good game for Abington. A couple of nice grabs. So Abington will go for the 2. Riley in the shotgun. 2 wideouts, 2 receivers to each side. Riley looking left, now looking in the middle. Now fires
He's got it.
Big
Pease right there, big man.
Again, a nice thrown ball.
Delivering the favor back to him after the nice block that allowed Riley to score. And pick up the 2, so it's 35-8. Onside kick, Sean, what do you think?
Why not? That was a really well-thrown ball. He just zipped that thing again between the numbers.
I know, on those quick, shorter routes, I mean, he's got some good timing there.
So the clock will continue to roll because of the MIA rules with the lead here.
So so next Thursday night, 7 o'clock is it?
7 o'clock game. It is homecoming. It is against Norwell.
We have to have a shorter halftime show, though, than tonight.
Okay, we'll make that happen.
Yeah, it's like 25 minutes tops.
The homecoming dance is Friday night, so they have the game on Thursday night. And I feel like I wanted to announce something, and I can't remember what it is, and shame on me for
How you're getting inducted into the Hall of Fame again?
No. Hey, I do want to thank everyone on the Abington Celebrates Committee.
Yeah, they do a nice job. I know the Oktoberfest
had a big weekend, last weekend.
I wasn't in town, but I know it's always a
perfect weather, a lot of great things, and here's the onside. No, it's a pooch kick from Mike Riley. Kicks it. It's going to go out of bounds, though. Kicked it a little bit too far. See what Middleborough does. Looks like they're going to just opt to take the ball at the 35-yard line, I believe. But the Abington Celebrates Committee had a great Oktoberfest weekend. A lot of great things going on, and then I think the next thing coming up is going to be the Christmas events. You can check them out on Facebook at Abington Celebrates, and they also send out emails. And if you haven't signed up for the town email list, Go to abingtonma.gov, abingtonmass.gov. It's abingtonma.gov, town website. You can sign up for the mailing list. So they take it where it went out of bounds at the 38.
Do have applications, too, if you want to be a member of the Brookfield Yacht Club. Applications are now available.
Is there an initiation fee?
Yes. The one rule we have is that no lawyers are allowed.
Oh, really? Quarterback keep. And nice tackle. Ooh, that was Zenas with the tackle right at the 45. We got a new quarterback in now.
He closed that gap pretty well there. Yeah, no lawyers. I don't know. I'm hoping we get sued on that. But
Trevor Dillon is the quarterback. He's a sophomore. You're a funny man, Kevin.
Yep.
Abington with some quick substitutions. Kane checks in.
Number 37 for the Green Wave.
They get trips to the right side for the sophomore quarterback. Handoff. No, he keeps it up the middle, just like his senior brother in there.
I don't think he's going to. Oh, they gave that first down to him. Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised that.
Rolling under the 3-minute mark with a 35-8 score here. With Middleborough just too much in the first half. And puts the ball at the 49-yard line. Want to thank Steve Wakeland for all he did tonight.
I know, he's very helpful. Did as much as he usually does. Chris.
Two wideouts each side.
Chris Nagel's been doing on the camera here for the team camera.
Dillon in the shotgun. Handoff to number 30. Going to pick up a couple of yards. 30, give credit to Alex Lugo. The junior running back.
Number 42 coming in for the Green Wave here. There is no number 42.
Oh, not in I know. I should know.
How do you know?
Just because we added him today's. Can't remember his name. He was added to the playoff roster. I did not know he was going to be playing tonight.
Is he a freshman?
Second down. A nice hit at the 45-yard line and drilled.
Yeah, that was number 34 for the Green Wave making that tackle.
I know that's on the roster.
Number 9 as well.
Aiden Magararu.
Jack Houghton. Oh, okay.
Number 34.
Number 34. Second one of the family, right? Yeah, Dylan. Magararu, right?
Yeah.
Is it Dylan?
And second or third? I keep thinking Brian, but that's Dad. Again, the shotgun formation for the sophomore quarterback. Two wideouts to each side. Third down play here.
Movement
for the Sachems. Give right side's going to be enough for the first as it gets it over the 40-yard line.
Just coming under a minute here.
They'll move the stakes. Kevin Evans just got to put this one behind him and get ready for the Norwell Clippers.
Absolutely. You want to get that 500 mark before the playoffs start. That'll help you with your seeding.
Yep.
And I think that's, what your mission is this week is to get ready for that Thursday game. It's good to have a home game. We haven't had that many of them this year.
No, only 3 home games this year. We'll see what the playoffs bring us if we're away or home. Shotgun formation. This could be the last play of the game. A handoff up the middle. Fullback. It's going to be short of the first, and that will be the last play of the game. So the Green Wave and Middleborough will exchange pleasantries and then get on the bus, and we will be packing up. A long night for the Green Wave, but they don't come very often, so that's something the Green Wave has to be thankful for.
It's been a long time since we've had a night like this, so, the kids, like I said, Sean, they're a young group of kids and they work hard and, you do see improvement, which is a good thing. And, looking forward, as you said, you got to put this one behind you and look forward to next Thursday against Norwell. Hopefully you can put that together and then make a little bit of a playoff run.
I'm already looking forward to it, Kev.
I am as well.
Can't wait to get there. So
all set.
Want to thank Kevin Tachi once again. Want to thank Matt Nelson on the camera. Chris Nagel helping out on the team camera. Of course, Kevin, always a blast to do it with you. My name is Sean Riley. I want to thank you for tuning in to Abington Green Wave football here. Final score, Middleborough 35, the Green Wave 8. We will see you at Memorial Field next week.